Today, I guess it's one of the most important things that we want to talk about. Money, the economy. So my guest today is the manager of a bank, okay? And they're located on the corner of Johnson Highway and Markley, and that becomes Swedes. And I think it's so important today because, everybody's, worried about money and, what to do with it and how to spend it and how to save it and all. So I thought that this is the most appropriate time, especially now with the holidays coming up, and everybody's, they want to do good, they want to buy gifts, but they want to go in the hole. But there's a lot of little things that we should know about banking your money. So my guest today, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Tell me your name.
My name
Everybody
is...
likes to say my own name. My name is Hank Cisco. Tell me what your name is.
My name is Hank Cisco. No. My name is Owen Wooten. I'm the manager of the Norristown office of National Penn Bank. We're a local bank to Norristown.
National Penn Bank.
National Penn Bank,
right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then, all right, now National Penn. So we'll let you know right off the bat, this is not a minor league. We're talking big league. Now, how many branches you got?
We have 127 branches.
Throughout Pennsylvania?
Throughout Pennsylvania, yes. We're the fourth largest bank in Pennsylvania.
Wow. Mm-hmm. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, really. And a lot of people watching didn't know that. So, we got, that's right there, just across the street from Norristown. It's East Norton. So, and where are they located in around this immediate area here?
We have branches in Philadelphia area. We have branches in Montgomery County.
Pottstown?
We have branches in Pottstown. Our main office is in Boyertown. So
Your main office in Boyertown.
Right. So we're local. And one of the advantages to being local is the decision making is local. So when we're working on loans or projects for you, we can get the decision. We don't have to go off to California somewhere or North Carolina like some of these other banks to have a decision made.
Right there, you can talk to the people.
Exactly.
So that's good. Now that's why I picked your bank. I said, I go by there quite a bit and I see what time it is and see what the temperature is. So, if you go by there, Johnson Highway and Markley and Swede, why you get the time and you get the weather, not the weather, the time
and temperature.
Yeah, time and temperature, right.
It's on the sign outside.
And it's free. So, all right, now, everybody wants to know something about you. Tell me something about yourself.
I'm a family man.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Philadelphia area.
Okay. What part of Philly?
Near St. Joe's University.
Oh, yeah? All right. Okay.
Close to the main line. Have 4 children. Lovely wife. Yeah.
All right. 4 girls. All right. Now tell me their names.
Danielle's the oldest girl. Michael's the next one, my son. Isaac, and Imani is the youngest girl.
Okay. And how about your wife? What's her name?
Her name's Vanessa.
What's that?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yes.
That's a pretty name. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So, and what schools you go to?
I'm sorry?
What schools?
I'm a graduate at Temple University. If you remember the old Bill Cosby commercial, you used to say, you could go anywhere else, but he chose Temple.
Yeah. Well, hey, some of my real, people that I know have contact with Temple. In fact, we put a boxing exhibition on.
At the Leocourt Center?
Yeah, what's the name of that place?
Leocourt Center?
Yeah. Name that he was a Greek, right? The guy that he was a president.
That I'm not sure. He was the president of the university. He's a retired
his
president.
Cousin used to live on the corner of Chestnut and Sweet Street, Norristown.
Oh, really?
And I got to meet him, and he was a speaker, and I said, it's somebody that lives in Norristown on the corner of Sweet and Chestnut. I says, and he had the same name. He says, yeah, it's my uncle. I said, how about that? So I got to know the president, But now your bank, tell me something about it. What are some of the functions that you do?
Well, one of the things about National Penn Bank, being the 4th largest bank in Pennsylvania and being local, we're small enough to know our customer base, know your needs, know your desires, and know how to match our products and services to fulfill whatever your financial needs may be. Yeah. We have some partners in the banking industry that help us meet those needs, because we also sell insurance. We have an insurance division.
Oh.
We have a wealth management division.
What do you mean that? Wait, what kind of management?
Wealth management.
What's that mean?
You know, people like yourself that have billions of dollars falling out your pocket, we can help you invest that money.
Oh, okay.
And manage that money.
Okay. So now you know how you come on this show?
I'm sorry?
Know how I got to know you, or I got to
From one of my customers.
Yeah. No.
No?
One of your employees.
One of my employees.
Yeah, Joan Schrader.
Okay.
Schneider, right?
She's an employee and a customer.
Her husband owns Sinorama there, right across from the,
Exactly.
So she told me, she says, you know, you ought to introduce my boss. I says, good, and that's how I made the contact, you know. So, yeah, Sinorama, they're very, charitable outfit, a lot of times if somebody has a son that's coming home from the service or something, they'll make the sign, welcome home and all for nothing, see, so
that's
it's
nice.
Really something.
Yeah,
I really,
that's
nice people,
Yeah, they are nice people over
and,
there.
now you got your bank is involved. You say 127 banks. So you help work in the different communities. You help. You don't just go in and just take. You give too. You're giving to the community.
Right. One of the things that we look to do is to be connected to the community. So we get involved with community events, nonprofit organizations that are in the area, because we also want to help people when we can.
Right.
One of the events that we were involved with recently was the Norristown Festival that you had.
Yes.
We had giveaways at the festival, which they went quite quickly.
Yeah.
People were coming over. We were giving out little water bottles with little water bottle holders that you connect to your belt, and people like that because they can walk hands-free and have their water when they want it. Another organization that we help in the community is Alcamo, which is a Hispanic organization. They have family services, social services, child care services.
All good. Now
they do a lot of good
I'm going
things.
to add a couple to you, though. We're building a theater in Norristown, so keep yourself available. Well, the art thing here, that was part of it, what you give there.
Right.
Then we have the Columbus Monument here in Norristown, right?
Okay.
Okay. And so we'll be touching base with you.
Just let me know. You know where to find me.
Let me you go back to the president and say, you tell him, if you want to swim, you got to get in the water, okay? You want to get to know the people, you got to get out there and do something, and then not only take, but got to give too. Okay, now, why would somebody want to, we got some people, they get their money and they hide it, they do that. What's the advantage of banking your money?
Well, we've had people come into the bank and say, I'm going to take my money out and stick it in the mattress. And I'm like, why would you do that? What happens if your house catch on fire?
Yeah.
Your money goes up with the mattress.
Right.
One of the advantages in keeping
your money.
And
the bed bugs go with it too.
And the bed bugs with it too.
Hey, you know what? Talking about bed bugs, when I was a kid, they used to have a little thing. Oh, I woke up in the morning, I look up on the wall, the bed bugs and the roaches were having a game of ball. I got so darn excited. No, the bed bugs were ahead. Wait a minute, let me start again. Oh, I woke up in the morning, I look upon the wall, the bed bugs and the roaches were having a game of ball. The score was 6-0. The roaches were ahead. I got so darn excited I fell out of bed. I had to bring back my childhood, So, but now the bed bug's a big thing. New York, the mayor there, he's battling. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I lost track. I got off track with that one. That's a good one.
But we don't want to hide your money in the mattress.
You don't want to hide your money in the mattress because you never know. You can get robbed. You have a tragedy and lose the money. Matter of fact, another one of our customers runs a thrift shop, and they said that accidentally someone had given away a mattress with money in it.
Now that's no kidding.
So, and the employees found it, and luckily it got returned.
You got it back.
They got it back, but why
I
put
wonder
your
why
money?
they picked the mattress.
I don't know. That's like an old saying.
But
Put your money in the mattress. Hide your money in the mattress.
When they're sleeping, they're close to it. I guess,
Maybe that's why.
Close to their heart. Yeah.
But also, with the economy, with inflation, with your taxes, you don't want money losing value. If you're holding on to cash, it's actually decreasing in value in your hand. Whereas you can put it into the bank, earn some interest on it, or even more so, invest it. We have a division called National Penn Investment Services that can tell you how to invest that money. It can offer you tax-free.
And that's free. They don't charge you for that.
It's free. It's free advice, and we try to help you plan for the future. That's one of the great things about it, because a lot of times people don't think ahead. You know, they think about right now.
Right.
I have this cash in my hand right now, but
Right,
what
right,
happens 20 years from now or 30 years from now or whenever you're getting ready to retire, are you going to have sufficient funds to retire and live the same comfortable lifestyle that you're living today?
I know, yeah, you're right, because I remember when I started with the police department back in 1951, and they started, you know, we didn't have no pension at that time, and then they come on, we were going selling tickets, we set up a pension fund and all, but and I didn't, a young guy, what do I well, I'm going to worry about 20 years from now, you know? But the time came when I was got to go on pension and say, you know, so, you know, let's look at the future, you know?
Absolutely.
And, you know, the old says, if you want to see your future, go visit a nursing home. So, you know, it kind of make you think a little bit. But you're right, you know, there's so many advantages to use the bank, right? Because just, you said you do other things now. In insurance, you help the people if they, with their money and all. And what else? Is there anything else?
Well, our insurance division offers a multitude of products and services that whatever your insurance needs may be, they can help you, whether it's life insurance, whether it's homeowners insurance, whether it's auto insurance, whether even if it's a business owner and you need key man insurance. Now, key man insurance, a lot of people aren't familiar with, is if you're a business owner and you're the key person in that business, if you get sick and can't function to keep that business going, or if you die, the key man insurance can kick in and help you maintain finances for that business, finances to keep your family flowing until you get back on your feet.
Well, in other words, is that something like maybe you may become a partner, like a sort of a silent partner?
That's what we are.
Yeah.
We want to be your partner. We want to be your friend. We want to work with you to make sure your financial needs are taken care of. So that's why we offer.
That's the advantage of you putting your money in the bank.
Exactly.
Which is not costing you. You're making money. You're making money because on the interest, right? You're making, and also you're getting the advantage of all this help you're getting.
Right. Well, we want to help you make money, and of course, in helping you make money, the bank makes money too.
Now let's say a husband and wife is in business with some kind of, and then suddenly start having a divorce or something. They have a little kind of problem. And this plane you were talking about, how would that come in motion? I guess.
As far as a husband and wife having a divorce, now that one I can't touch. That one you would have to talk to your attorney about and on how to divide.
No way that she can, if the money's in the bank, say the money's to the company banks there, but and then but they get divorced, the husband will go get all the money out. I guess it had to be, unless they have two signatures or something, right?
Again, well, if you're talking about a joint account,
because you know so many people getting divorced, you know,
right?
You know, it's a big thing today.
If you're talking about husband and wife that has a joint account,
that's something.
Depending on how the account is titled, normally in a joint account, either party can withdraw funds. So when you're talking about the division,
whoever's there first,
right? When you're talking about the division of funds, that's something more that they're going to have to talk to the attorneys about. That's not something that we can get in the middle of as a bank.
But you advise them what to do. You know,
we can advise.
You go so far and then say, okay, this is far we go. Now you have to get yourself an attorney to follow through.
Well, you kind of get yourself in a legal issue if you're trying to give advice over those matters. So we kind of stay away from advising in that type of circumstance. We will tell you that you need to talk to your attorney about it.
Now, all right, now, you're saying you're local. How can the people in Norristown benefit your bank? Go there, deposit, right?
Absolutely. Bring your money to National Penn Bank in Norristown.
Right. And so you can feed your 4 kids, right?
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then you come back on my show, right, when you're a millionaire, right? So, all right. Well, all right. Now, tell me something about why you're a young guy, go to college. Why did you pick banking? Were you good on figures in school?
Well, actually, my undergrad degree was in accounting.
Did your dad own the bank?
No. I wish.
No. You wasn't born with a silver spoon, right?
No.
Tell me something about you growing up as a kid.
Growing up as a kid?
Yeah, in Philly.
Actually, I grew up in the same neighborhood as Will Smith. I just don't have his millions of dollars.
What's that?
Will Smith?
Oh, yeah.
I grew up in the same neighborhood.
Same neighborhood?
Yeah, we grew up less than a mile from each other.
Yeah, well, I just interviewed some actors on the show. Did you ever think about becoming an actor? Because like Will, did he inspire you? No. You didn't know about that. He didn't know that he's going to become so
Will
famous.
started kind of young. I might be a little past that time, but You never know.
Yeah. But what made you drop the seed that say, I want to be a banker? Basketball, football, baseball, you boxer? Did you get any fist fights when you were?
I think everyone had some type of conflict at younger ages. And
Could you handle your Duke, could you?
not as good as you.
Well, no. But, no, you know, learning how to defend yourself, you know, they're talking about all this, about this bullying and all. I think if everybody learned how to defend themselves, there wouldn't be as many bullies around, you know.
You have a point there.
I want to get involved in sometime this bully. They say, got to do this, you got to do that. The bully, half of them bullies that go around there threatening and doing this, they can't even lick a postage stamp. They can't fight a lick. I remember when I was teaching boxing at the POW, in Norristown. And I needed a boxer. I needed about 16, 17-year-old, a good fighter. I needed somebody, an opponent for the exhibition. So I went to the Warlocks, where they were the Warlock that had an outfit out of town. I went over and said, I need a guy about 160 pounds. Nobody wanted to come and fight because, you know, you're in boxing, the only thing you got your trunks, boxing gloves. You don't have all of that fancy stuff.
It's not like in football where you got pads and
no, when that bell rings, baby, you're on your own. You know, there's no 14 guys giving you signals over there, puppety, get it there, you know. That bell rings, and then you're on your own. You know, you can't stop and say, well, I want a timeout or so. But, and then, well, now, you're what do they call it now? You're, what do they call it, community
office manager.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the key word is community.
Right.
We want to be involved with the community. We want to reach out to the community. We want the community to know that whatever your financial needs are, National Penn is there to try to help you.
Okay.
So we think we're in a great location, like you said, at the intersection of Markley and Johnson Highway. On one side is Markley.
Right across the street, they're going to have the theater, not the theater, but a studio. It'll be a down, you know, the downsides a little bit. But then you have that maintenance outfit, a big outfit.
Right.
A lot of, what's the scoop on that? That's.
I don't know too much about that. I see them renovating the building in the back of the area to.
Now, how about give me some advice for young people to start a bank account when they're young or something. Give me some advice.
I would suggest.
We're at Norristown High School. Students are watching this, you know, and their parents can advise their kids. So tell me what's the scoop?
Well, part of the education program that we put together to educate high school teens would be to, one, start an account. Learn how to manage your money a little bit. So start off with a savings account. Learn how to put a little bit away, not spend it all. You want to have some for a rainy day. Then we begin to teach them, even though they can't get checking accounts right away, normally we require them to be 18 before they get a checking account. We start teaching them about that process because even adults that have had checking accounts for a long period of time have problems balancing their checkbook. So we try to teach them how to balance a checkbook, how to budget your money a little bit, so when you have to pay your rent and your utilities and your car payment and your insurances and buy food and clothes and et cetera.
These are things that they want. And that, you know, what different saving options, you know, the different options of different types of savings, you know, for young people?
Well, we have a couple types of savings account. We have your traditional savings account where you put money in, take money out. We have something that's called a straight to savings account, where money transfers, a certain amount of money will transfer every month from your checking account to your savings account to help you save. So you know automatically that money's going into my savings account. I'm going to have it for the future. For your college-bound students, we have student accounts.
You have student accounts?
We have student accounts.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Do you ever go to the school and find out, maybe you could go into the school and lecture a little bit about that? Maybe, you know, the students will turn around and say, like when I was a rookie cop, I don't worry about, you know. But they say, well, I'm going to talk about banking. Everybody's going to get $10. I bet you'll have a full house. No?
Actually, like I said, we're working on a program right now. I don't know if you're familiar with the George Washington Carver Center.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I helped, did a lot of boxing exhibitions there.
Okay. Right. We're putting together a educational program now, hopefully to get that in place before the end of the year. Our target audience will be teens and young adults.
Okay.
You know, to help them learn about their finances, to get them started in the right direction, so they know how to handle their money better.
How do they get a loan? How's someone get a loan? They had to show, you had to give a pint of blood or, I don't know.
A lot of things, when you're trying to get a loan, credit score is important. So you try to teach people that you want to manage
credit. Now let's talk about that. What do you mean by that? In other words, if somebody has bad credit, you're not going to get a loan because they're sticking somebody else.
That's a key part of it.
Right.
You have your 3 big credit reporting agencies that establish credit scores based on how.
Sometimes they goof up, Sometimes they miscalculate, or you paid the bill, but your name's still on there, and it really stays with you,
Well, there are things in place that if there is a mistake on your credit report, that you can contact the credit reporting agency, and that information can be updated. So, nobody's perfect, and no organization is perfect, so the credit bureaus aren't perfect either.
But you make an investigation, try to help them as much, how has the bank been changed since years ago or so? Is there much change in banking?
Well, in banking in general, you've had, over the last couple of decades, a lot of mergers. So
different, right.
You have some very large banks that are almost countrywide, almost in every state, and then you have your mid-sized banks and your small banks, and it gives customers a choice. You get to choose what type of bank you want to deal with. Do you want to deal with a bank that's in every state of the country? Do you want to deal with a bank that's local? You want to deal with a small bank? A lot of times with the small banks, though, there are some of the services and product offerings may not equal up to some of the things that you can get at a mid-sized bank or a larger bank.
Tell me about the staff you have in your office.
I have a great staff.
Tell me who they are and what they do.
Okay.
I went in there yesterday when you wasn't there, and the girl was very nice.
That was my assistant manager, Paula. She basically runs the office when I'm not there. That's her primary responsibility. We have a head teller. Her name's Vijaya. She's in charge of all the money behind the teller line and managing the teller staff. We have a full-time teller. Her name is Meryl. And we have a part-time teller, Christine. And then we have a couple other tellers that work on weekends for us because we have, Saturday hours.
You know what caught my eye when I went to your bank yesterday? I went in, and it's the first time I ever saw it. Maybe I've been the thing. The sign here says, you're going to be videoed, right? Okay? And take your hat off and take your sunglasses off.
Oh, you noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed that. Now, anybody got any ideas you want to rob a bank, and you go in there and you keep your glasses on, your hat on, you might be grabbed, you might be a suspect. So you got to take your hat off and take your glasses off. So, I want everybody to know that I'm not a thief, okay? So I'll take my glasses off, my hat and everything. But that's a good idea, because the guy puts his hat over there and then they can't identify him. And that's the most important thing. Being the next police officer, the first guy on the scene, what did he look like? Was he wearing a hat? This, that, and the other thing,
Yeah.
So
that's pretty standard bank.
I never saw it.
In most banks.
I never saw it.
They'll have those signs either on the door or somewhere in the lobby.
Why wouldn't everybody do that? I'm going to
most banks do that.
I'm going to look in the banks and see if any other bank has it.
Yeah, you'll notice that.
I'm going to call Chief Bono and say, Chief, make sure every bank in Norristown has that, so it makes it easy for the police officer. They want to identify somebody. Okay? Don't you think it's a good idea?
Absolutely.
Good. Do you know what? The half hour is over.
Wow, that was fast.
Okay. Listen, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Right. So I have a little gift to give you. I got it. You take back to your office. It's in with the pretzels. I brought the soft pretzels for the students.
Okay.
And it's in the same bag because I had to carry all them things there.
It's okay.
But I want to take that with you, and I want to thank you very much for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I learned a lot here today, and I'm sure that my people that watch this show got something out of it. And the bank is located on Markley and Johnson Highway, where Swede starts. And very friendly people, good bank, and it's not just a bank of one or two, but there are 127 banks throughout Pennsylvania. So, ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, keep bobbing and weaving, and may God bless each and every one of you. Okay?
All right.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Right. Stay right there.
Okay.
Okay. Allah salud.